Good morning. This is Kent Blaylock with SDG Replays coming to you this morning from a rainy, cool Tuesday morning in North Carolina. And we're going to be continuing this morning in our PC Replay Basketball tournament of the Battle of the Best from their collection of their greatest collection, Volume 2. I have set up the tournament of the 16 teams. It is a double elimination tournament. We are into the elimination bracket right now with after the first round. So we're down in the losers bracket. This game will be against the 96-97 Utah Jazz and the 69-70 Indiana Pacers. And it will be a win or go home situation as they've already lost one game. And so here we are. This is our matchup. As we look into the matchup, it is the John Stockton, Karl Malone-led Utah Jazz from 96-97. You have John Stockton, your starting point guard. Jeff Hornacek, your shooting guard. Brian Russell, the small forward. The mailman, Karl Malone, the power forward. And the center is Greg Ostertag. The 69-70 Indiana Pacers are, for me, a cast of characters that I'm not very familiar with. I have played a game with them now, so there's some things you notice about them that's fascinating. Their point guard is Freddie Lewis. Playing shooting guard is John Barnhill. Small forward, Roger Brown. Power forward is Bob Nedelicki. And the center is Mel Daniels. The one thing that I've noticed about that Pacer team is Mel Daniels is going to be a demon on the boards. He rebounds very well. They do hit the boards very well. And if you notice at the top, they are green lighted on fast break, so they're going to run and try to get it done. If you notice in their first game, they scored 92 points, but 107 against. The Jazz blew out as well, 110-87. So both of these teams are looking to rebound and play a better game than they did their first outing. So let's get into the game. I will be just letting the computer roll the dice and do all the AI. I'm just commentating on the game. I will not be making any decisions. It's going to be straight computer against computer and how the computer lays this thing out. So we're going to jump ball Ostertag against Daniels. It is controlled by Ostertag. They kick the ball up court, immediately try to get the ball in to Karl Malone, their power forward. He shoots and scores over Nedelicki for the first basket of the game. Pacers bringing the ball up. Freddie Lewis with the ball. He looks to rise up and shoot a three-pointer immediately. He shoots and scores. Give the assist to Brown. So Lewis with the three-pointer right out of the gate for a 3-2 lead for the Pacers. Jazz bring the ball up the court. Kick it into their big man, Ostertag. Ostertag with the ball. Roger Brown dipping down into the lane. Steals it from Ostertag, and they're off on the fast break. Brown running the wing well. Gets a good shot. Lays it up and in for a 5-2 Pacers lead as Jeff Hornacek brings the ball up the court for the Jazz. He kicks it in low to Ostertag, up and good as Ostertag dunks it home. Give the assist to Hornacek. Roger Brown bringing the ball up the court for the Pacers. He kicks it into Daniels. Daniels with the lay-in and good. Give the assist to Brown, his second. As Hornacek walks the ball up the court for the Jazz, he rises up after a bounce pass from Stockton. Open jumper, Hornacek. 7-6 Pacer lead as Roger Brown brings the ball up the court. Being guarded by Byron Russell. Russell forces the ball out of Brown's hands over to Lewis on the perimeter. Lewis kicks it back to Brown, who shoots, misses, rebounded by Ostertag. Ostertag kicks it up to Stockton. Stockton brings it down into Malone in the post. Hits good for Malone. Give the assist to Stockton as the Jazz take the 8-7 lead. Roger Brown with the ball for the Pacers. Kicks it into Mel Daniels, posting up on Ostertag. Ostertag with a good defense forces Daniels to kick it to Barnhill on the perimeter. Hornacek guarding Barnhill. Barnhill back into Daniels. Jeff Hornacek dipping down into the lane to try to get the steal, and he does. Hornacek brings the ball up court, kicks it into Karl Malone. Karl Malone shoots, misses, and a loose ball foul on Ostertag. Barnhill walks the ball up the court for the Pacers. Barnhill rises up, or will he rises up for the three-pointer. He shoots, misses, rebounded by Utah. Jeff Hornacek with the action for the Jazz. Being guarded by Daniels as Hornacek takes it into the lane, and he misses, rebounded by Daniels, and they're off on the fast break. Pacers on the break. Lewis lays it up in and good. That's 2 for 2 on fast break opportunities for the Pacers. John Stockton bringing the ball up the court, kicks it into Karl Malone. And Nedelicki fouls Malone. It'll be a non-shooting foul, so they'll kick the ball in. Inbounding to Jeff Hornacek. Hornacek, Nedelicki trying to force the ball out of Hornacek's hands. And he does, into Malone's. Guarded by Nedelicki. Malone shoots, misses, rebounded by Brown for the Pacers. Bring the ball up court. Barnhill kicks it into Daniels. They move the ball around the perimeter once again, back into Daniels. Daniels over to Brown. Brown shoots, misses, rebounded Malone. Jazz bring the ball up court, kick the ball into Malone in the post, and he shoots and is fouled by Nedelicki. Malone to the line for 2 shots. Toes the line for his first. Deep breath. Takes his first. Art Becker in for Nedelicki. Malone misses the first. Shakes his head in disgust and takes the second and is good on the second as it rolls around the rim and in. So with 7 minutes to go, our score is tied 9-9. Freddie Lewis bringing the ball up the court for the Pacers. Lewis again rises for the three-pointer. He shoots, misses, rebounded by the Jazz. The Jazz quickly bring it up, kick it into Malone in the post, who bounces over to Ostertag, who is open and good. Give the assist to Malone. Art Becker now with the action for the Pacers as they bring it up and kick it into Becker. Becker shoots, missed, rebound by Stockton. Stockton quickly up the court, kicks it over to Hornacek, who is fouled by Barnhill. Non-shooting foul as the Jazz inbounds the ball to Malone in the post. Art Becker with the steal, and the Pacers are off on the fast break once again. This time Becker lays it up, but he misses, rebounded by Malone. Jazz again bring the ball up the court, kick it into their big man Malone in the post. He's up and, no, actually a bounce pass over to Russell for the 2-point backdoor cut as Malone gets his second assist. The Pacers bring the ball up the court, kick it in to Becker. Becker challenging Malone in the post, and he shoots and scores. Give the assist to Lewis. Stockton quickly up the court with the ball for the Jazz. Over to Hornacek, back to Stockton. Stockton kicks it into Ostertag. Ostertag, being guarded heavily by Daniels, takes a difficult shot. He shoots, misses, rebounded by Daniels. And the Pacers are off on the fast break. But Malone steps in and steals the outlet pass. And the Jazz break back in return, and good, as Stockton had a wide open layup, assist Russell. Pacers bringing the ball up the court. Barnhill rises up to take the three once again. He misses, rebounded by Ostertag. Ostertag kicks it over to Byron Russell. Russell with the ball, challenging Brown, and it's blocked by Brown. So now we have wholesale substitutions in for the Jazz as the ball was blocked out of bounds. Jazz still with possession with 24 seconds to go on the clock. Ollie Darden comes in for Mel Daniels. Jeff Hornacek, being guarded by Barnhill, will kick it in to Malone, who is now playing in the center position, being guarded by Ollie Darden. Malone misses, rebounded by Darden, who kicks it up to Art Becker on the wing. Becker with the action, shoots and scores. Give the assist to Barnhill, the shooting guard, as they brought the ball up the court and kicked it in to Becker. Chris Morris now with the ball for the Jazz. Freddie Lewis attempting the steal. He does, and they're off on the fast break once again. He drives to the hoop. Anderson is closing in. Shandon Anderson trying to cut him off. He does not. He fouls Lewis. Lewis to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Here is the shot from Lewis, and it is good for his 8th point. Shandon Anderson bringing the ball back up the court for the Jazz. He shoots and scores after getting a return pass from Malone. That'll be Malone's 3rd assist. As the Pacers bring the ball up the court, they move it over to Brown on the wing, who was fouled by Morris. It's Morris's first. They inbound the ball, kick the ball into Becker in the post. He shoots, misses, rebounded by Malone. Jeff Hornacek bringing the ball up the court, kicks it in to Antoine Carr, playing power forward. Carr skips it over to Malone. Malone up and good after a pass from Hornacek. It's the only one, that's the one thing about this game that you can get ahead of yourself sometimes. Carr to Malone, and then find out that Hornacek was involved in that somewhere. So Hornacek with the assist, Malone with his 7th point. Roger Brown with the action. Being challenged by Morris. He misses, rebounded by Morris. Bring the ball up court. Malone with the ball in the paint. Shoots and scores. Give the assist to Anderson. As Barnhill with the action for the Pacers. Being challenged by Anderson, he takes the shot, and good for his first 2 points. Anderson now bringing it up with the action for the Jazz. He's been challenged by Barnhill. Column 2 shot for Anderson, and it is good for Anderson's 4th point, and a 23-18 Jazz lead with 1:48 to go here in the first. Art Becker now with the ball for the Pacers. Challenging Carr in the paint. It's up and good. And Becker with his 6th point. Give the assist to Roger Brown. Jeff Hornacek in the front court for the Jazz. He'll rise up, fire a three-pointer. He misses, rebounded by Brown. Brown brings the ball up court, over to Lewis, inside to Darden. Darden, good. Assist from Lewis. Jazz walk the ball up the court, kick it into Karl Malone in the post. He shoots, misses. Excuse me one moment. Hello? Hey, babe. Excuse me for that slight pause. That was my wife. We're this family issue, very simple thing. Minute 12 to go. Score still Jazz up 23-22 in a tightly contested first period. Morris with the offensive rebound on the Malone miss. Shandon Anderson with the ball. Kicks it over to Carr. Carr up and good. Give the assist to Anderson. 52 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Pacers bring it up. Kick it into Darden in the post. He shoots, misses. Rebound, Antoine Carr. Jazz bring it up. Kick it over to Morris on the wing. Morris rises up. Three-point attempt. He misses. Offensive rebound, Malone. Column 2 shot. He misses, but he's fouled by Darden. Malone will go to the line to shoot two as Stockton comes in. Malone with his first. As we have substitutions for the Pacers. Malone good on the first and good on both. As the Jazz take a 5-point lead. Pacers bring the ball up. Kick it into Miller. Miller with the offensive foul as Greg Foster comes in for Karl Malone. Full court press by the Pacers. Brown attempting the steal. He does. And they're off on the fast break. Over to Darden in the post. 4 points for Darden as he's good on the attempt. 27-24 Jazz. 32 seconds to go. Stockton with the ball. Kicks it over to Carr for his 4th point. Stockton's 3rd assist. Mel Daniels back in for the Pacers. As we come out of timeout, the Pacers took the timeout. They bring the ball up. They kick it in to Jay Miller. Jay Miller shoots, scores, and it is good. 16 seconds to go as the Jazz bring the ball up. They kick it over to Chris Morris. Morris, being guarded by Miller, steals the ball. They're off on the fast break. Pacers on the fast break once again. Keller shoots. He misses. Stockton with the rebound. Brings it up. Kicks it into Carr in the post. Carr being guarded by Becker. Passes it over to Brian Russell on the perimeter. Russell with a heavily contested shot. Takes the low percentage shot, but it is good at the buzzer for a 31-26 Utah lead. So let's take a quick look at our stats. Let's just go to the recap. So after one, both teams shooting well. The Jazz almost at 61%. The Pacers at 52%. Free throw shooting, 100% for the Jazz, 75%. For the Pacers, 75% for the Jazz. The assists, much better for the Jazz at 11-6. Steals 5-3 for the Pacers. The Jazz out rebounding the Pacers 11-5. Turnovers are fairly even. Fouls against fairly even. So a fairly tightly contested game. Malone is leading in all categories for the Jazz, 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists after the first quarter. Lewis is leading in scoring with 8, and Roger Brown with 2 rebounds and 3 assists. As we'll close this out, and let's go to the second. Bob Nedelicki back in for Becker. So on the court for the second, Stockton, Russell, Morris, Carr, and Foster. For the Pacers, Keller, Brown, Miller, Nedelicki, and Daniels. Pacers with the ball, kick it into Mel Daniels. He shoots, misses, rebounded by Foster. As the Jazz bring it up, they swing it out on the perimeter to Russell. Russell with the three-point attempt. He misses, rebounded by Brown. And the Pacers are out on the fast break after the long rebound. Miller with it. He misses, rebounded by Antoine Carr. Jazz bring it up, kick it into Carr in the post. Challenging Nedelicki in the post. He shoots, scores. Give the assist to Stockton. As the Pacers bring it up, they look to retaliate by kicking into Nedelicki, challenging Carr. And it is good. Give the assist to Brown and the foul on Carr as Nedelicki goes to the free throw line and makes the old-fashioned three-point play. As the Jazz bring it up, they kick it over to Russell. Russell over to Stockton. Stockton being challenged by Keller. Keller will foul Stockton as Stockton rose up with a jumper. Stockton to the free throw line for his first. He misses the first and is good on the second for his third point. As the Pacers bring the ball up court, they kick it into Nedelicki. Nedelicki shoots, misses, rebounded by Stockton. Stockton bringing it up, kicks it to Morris on the wing. Morris being guarded by Miller. Forces the ball out of Miller's hands. He kicks it into Foster into post. Foster with Daniels covering him heavily. Forces it out of his hands over to Carr. Back to Foster. There's 12 seconds left on the clock. Foster against Daniels. Shoots, misses, rebounded by Billy Keller. Keller bringing the ball up the court quickly, kicks it into Nedelicki. Nedelicki posting up on Carr. Shoots, misses, rebounded by Antoine Carr. Carr kicks it up the court to Stockton. Stockton over to Carr, who swings it over to Morris. Morris rising up. Daniels coming over to challenge the shot. He blocks the shot into Nedelicki's hands. Nedelicki quickly up to Miller on the wing. He shoots, misses. Offensive rebound, Mel Daniels. Daniels then skips it over to Nedelicki, who is fouled by Carr. And we have substitutions coming in for the Jazz as Nedelicki steps to the free throw line. Thacker and Lewis in for the Pacers. Nedelicki's good on the first and the second. We have a 3-point game with 8:36 to go in the first half. Jazz bring it up, kick it over to Russell. Russell with the 3-point attempt. He shoots, misses, rebounded by Daniels. And they're off on the fast break after ever 3-point attempt. But they hold up the fast break as the Jazz got back well on defense. They'll instead kick it into Mel Daniels in the post. He shoots, misses. Rebounded by Brian Russell. Russell bringing it up quickly, gets it into Karl Malone, setting up in the post. He misses, but offensive rebound by Ostertag. And he'll be fouled by Daniels. Ostertag to the free throw line with his first. He's good on his first, and he's good on both for a 5-point Utah Jazz lead. As the Pacers bring the ball up the court, they again kick it into Mel Daniels. Mel Daniels shoots, misses. Another rebound by Russell, as Russell quickly dribbles up court, kicks it over to Malone. Back to Russell, back to Malone. Nedelicki covering Malone heavily in the post. Malone skips it over to Ostertag. Ostertag with a difficult shot, shoots and scores, as Stockton is credited with the assist. Timeout, Pacers. 7-point Jazz lead as Roger Brown comes in for Jay Miller. Freddie Lewis now with the ball for the Pacers is fouled by Stockton. That'll be Stockton's first foul. They inbounds the ball, kick it into Daniels in the post. Daniels trying to post up on Ostertag. Russell steps in and steals the ball from Daniels. Quickly up the court into Ostertag. Ostertag has the ball stolen by Daniels, and they're off on the fast break. Thacker running the wing well, shoots and scores as he lays it in. Now the Jazz bring the ball up the court, kick it into Malone in the post. He shoots. It's good, and he's fouled by Nedelicki. Hornacek coming in for Anderson as Malone goes to the free throw line. Barnhill and Becker in for the Pacers. And it's good by Malone. Roger Brown bringing the ball up the court for the Pacers. Being guarded by Karl Malone. He challenges Malone, and it is good as he's able to use his quickness to get by Malone and lay it in. Credit the assist to Lewis. Karl Malone now with the ball in the post. With the action. He shoots, he scores. Credit the assist to Hornacek. That's Malone's 16th point here in the first half. Pacers bringing the ball up court. Again, kick it into their big man Daniels. Challenging Ostertag in the post. He shoots, he misses. Rebounded by Malone. Pacers bring the ball quickly up the court, get it into Malone to set him up in the post. Barnhill steps in, steals the ball, and they're off on the fast break. Pacers running again. Barnhill going coast to coast, shoots, misses. Good defense by Brian Russell as he calls the miss and gathers the rebound. As the Jazz bring it back up the court, they again kick it into Malone, who shoots and is fouled by Becker. Malone to the free throw line once again. And we have a rare play. Shooter and, oh my goodness, you got to be kidding me. Shooter and player who fouled him began to argue over nature of foul. A fight breaks out. Karl Malone and Art Becker are ejected. So my best player for the Jazz is out of this game. And Art Becker, who's a bench player, is out. Malone should have kept his head. So no more Karl Malone in this game, with the Jazz up 9 when Malone left the game. Let's see how this plays out. Freddie Lewis now with the ball for the Pacers. Being challenged by Stockton. He shoots, he misses, rebounded by Russell. They bring the ball up the court, quickly get it in to Antoine Carr, who's going to have to fill the shoes of Karl Malone. And he immediately has the ball stolen away from him. Pacers out on the break again. Lewis with the shot. He misses, rebounded by John Stockton. Stockton quickly up the court, kicks it into Carr. Carr is good for his 9th point. Give the assist to Stockton. as the Pacers bring it back up. Freddie Lewis with the ball. Lewis takes it down the lane and is fouled by Ostertag. Lewis goes to the free throw line for his first. He misses his first. And good on the second for a 10-point Jazz lead with 4:12 to go in the half. Jeff Hornacek bringing the ball up for the Pacers. He will shoot and be fouled by Barnhill. That's Barnhill's second. Hornacek to the free throw line. And another rare play. Oh, my goodness. Slick Leonard protests the original call, but the officials wave him away. And Hornacek will be good on the second. Barnhill bringing it up for the Pacers. He rises up for the three-point attempt. He misses it. It circles the rim and out. Ostertag with the rebound. Bring the ball up quickly. Get it into Carr. Once again, Carr kicks it over to Russell for the high percentage shot. Great pass from Carr gives Russell the easy lay-in. Pacers bring it up once again. Kick it in to Mel Daniels, who kicks it over to Ollie Darden, being challenged by Antoine Carr, who kicks it back over to Daniels, and it is good for Daniels' fourth point. The Jazz quickly up the court, kick the ball into Ostertag. Ostertag shoots, missed, rebound by Lewis the guard, and they're off on the fast break. Drives the hoop, hit it. Hornacek closes in, trying to draw the charge, but instead fouls Daniels. Daniels will go to the free throw line for the three-point play. Give the assist to Darden. Daniels, deep breath, toes the line, takes the shot, and it is good. With 3 minutes to go, the Jazz lead 49-41. John Stockton bringing it up the court for the Jazz. He shoots, misses, rebounded by Brown. Brown quickly up the court, kicks it into Darden, into post. Darden to Barnhill on the perimeter. Brown shoots, scores after the assist from Barnhill. Hornacek bringing the ball up quickly for the Jazz. He shoots, misses, rebounded by Darden. Darden over to Brown. Brown being guarded by Russell. He shoots, misses. Another rebound for Russell, his fifth. Russell quickly up the court. Takes the shot and is fouled by Lewis. Russell to the free throw line for two. Takes the first. It's good on the first. And on the second for his 8th point. Pacers quickly up the court. Kick it into Ollie Darden. Posting on Carr. Carr challenging Darden. He blocks it, but he blocks it right back into Darden's hand. Darden moves to the hoops. Stockton stepping in to try to get the steal, and he does. Stockton with the steal quickly up the court to Hornacek on the wing. Hornacek kicks it into Ostertag, and it is good. Give the assist to Hornacek. 10-point lead for the Jazz as John Barnhill quickly brings it up for the Pacers. And he lays it up and in as he caught the Jazz napping. As Hornacek again brings it up quickly for the Jazz. Over to Stockton, back to Hornacek for his 5th point. The Stockton 7th assist. 52 seconds on the clock. Lewis bringing it up. And he turns it over off his foot and out of bounds. Indiana Pacers on the turnover go into the full court press, but Stockton easily breaks the press, but he holds up on the play so they can kick it into Ostertag with 46 seconds to go in the half. Ostertag up and good for his 12th point and Stockton's 8 assists as Barnhill brings it up. 38 seconds to go. Hornacek stepping in, gets the steal, and they bring it up. He kicks it over to Stockton. Stockton being guarded by Lewis. Shoots, misses. Lewis with the rebound. And they're off on the fast break once again. But the Jazz get back in good transition, hold up the fast break. 24 seconds to go with Lewis with the ball. Lewis against Stockton. Kicks it over to Barnhill. Barnhill, being guarded by Hornacek, shoots, misses, rebounded by Ostertag. 8 seconds to go. Brian Russell with the ball. Rises up, fires a three-pointer, and it is good. Give Ostertag the assist. So with 2 seconds left, Freddie Lewis with the ball. He kicks it into Garden for the shot at the buzzer for his 6th point. Give the assist to Lewis, and that'll end our half with the Jazz up by 13 on the Pacers. But we saw in that first half Karl Malone be ejected from the game for fighting with Becker of the Pacers. So we recap the first half. Jazz shooting at a very healthy clip at 57% with 20 assists and 25 rebounds. They're out rebounding and moving the ball around better on the Pacers. Malone leading at the half with 16 and 5, but he will not be in the second half as he, again, I said he was ejected for fighting there in the second quarter. Lewis leading the scoring for the Pacers, with Brown leading in rebounds and assists. And we'll go to the second half. With Karl Malone absent, can the Pacers take advantage? Nedelicki in for Darden. So we go to the second half. Pacers with the ball, move it up quickly up court, kick it into Mel Daniels in the post. Daniels challenging Ostertag in the post. And Ostertag will foul Daniels. That'll be Ostertag's 3rd foul as Daniels goes to the free throw line for 2. Makes the first and is good on the second. Jazz quickly up the court with it. Hornacek with the ball. Kicks it over to Stockton for the wide open jumper. Give Hornacek the assist for his 5th assist. Pacers bring it up quickly. Kick it into the post to Nedelicki, who is fouled by Carr. Nedelicki to the free throw line as the Jazz have been pretty physical starting it out, and the refs are calling it. Here's a free throw from Nedelicki. He'll miss the first on the high blue roll, and he'll make the second. Jeff Hornacek up the court quickly for the Jazz. Kicks it over to Stockton, who kicks it back to Hornacek, who shoots and scores and is fouled by Barnhill. Give Stockton the assist, his 9th, as Hornacek goes to the free throw line, and he's good for his 8th point. Roger Brown up the court for the Pacers. He shoots, misses, rebounded by Brown, and he'll be fouled by Russell as he followed his shot. Attempted to follow the shot, but was fouled by Russell. Brown is first, good on the first. The second, he misses, rebounded by Carr. Jazz quickly up the court, kick it into Ostertag in the paint, being guarded by Daniels. Daniels with the steal, and the Pacers are off on the fast break. Nedelicki running the court well, shoots and scores. Give the assist to Brown. As the Pacers out on the fast break, now trail by 12 as Antoine Carr has the ball in the post for the Jazz. He shoots, misses, rebounded by Daniels. The Pacers bring it up the court quickly. They kick it into Nedelicki. Nedelicki, with the being heavily guarded by Carr, takes a shot. He misses, but he gets his own rebound and kicks it over to Barnhill. Barnhill with the assist from Lewis for his 6th point. 10-point lead for the Jazz as Brian Russell brings it up for the Jazz. He'll be fouled by Lewis. John Stockton with the ball for the Jazz. Turns it over. Rare turnover from Stockton as Freddie Lewis brings it back up the court for the Pacers. challenging Stockton. He shoots and scores. Jazz up the court, kick it over to Hornacek on the wing, being guarded by Barnhill. Barnhill steals it from Hornacek, and they're off on the fast break. Lewis running the wing, swoops in, layup, good. Give Barnhill the assist. And they go into the press. They're pressing the Jazz. Ostertag breaks the press, but he may turn it over. He does not. As he kicks it over to Hornacek. And Hornacek will be fouled by Nedelicki. Hornacek to the free throw line. Takes his first as Darden comes in for Nedelicki, who's out with 4 fouls. He's good on the first, and he's good on both for an 8-point Utah Jazz lead. Roger Brown bringing the ball up the court. He shoots, misses, rebounded by Daniels, who follows it up, and good. That'll be his 6th rebound. John Stockton bringing it up for the Jazz. Brings it up cautiously because he's being guarded heavily by Lewis. But Lewis will foul Stockton, playing a little too aggressively as he fouls Stockton. Stockton with it, kicks it into Carr. Carr, it's up and good, who got the pass from Russell. Roger Brown now with the ball. He'll shoot and score, give the assist to Barnhill, and he'll be fouled by Morris. As Brown goes to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play, he is good, and we have a 5-point game with 8:24 to go in the third quarter. John Stockton with the ball. And he turns it over again. Second turnover for Stockton. As the Pacers now have the ball, they bring it up, kick it into Daniels, who kicks it over to Barnhill on the perimeter. He tries the three-pointer once again, and he misses once again. He's 0 for 3 on the three-pointers. Maybe 0 for 4 now. This Ostertag has a rebound. They bring the ball up the court as he kicks it to his point guard. Ostertag gets the ball in return, being challenged by Mel Daniels in the post. And he shoots, it scores, and Carr with the assist. And Daniels with the shooting foul as Ostertag goes to the free throw line for the three-point play, and it is good for his 15th point. The Pacers bringing it up. Roger Brown with the ball. Kicks it over to Barnhill. Barnhill with the shot. He shoots, he misses. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson brings it up quickly, kicks it over to Carr. Carr over to Ostertag. Ostertag up top to Stockton on the perimeter. He shoots, he misses. Ostertag with the offensive rebound is fouled by Daniels. That'll be Daniels' third. And Ostertag goes to the free throw line for 2. He's good on his first. Now his second. He misses a second, but rebounded by Utah. Anton Carr with it in the paint. He shoots, misses, rebounded by Lewis. Lewis off on the fast break on the missed shot. Daniels gets it, but he misses the shot on the fast break. Anderson with the rebound. Up quickly to Carr into post. Carr posting up on Darden, and he's fouled by Darden. And Antoine Carr going to the free throw line for 2. He's good on his first, and he'll be good on both for his 13th point. As the Pacers quickly get the ball up court, kick it into Darden. Darden shoots, misses, rebounded by Morris. Morris over to Stockton. Back to Anderson for his 6th point and Stockton's 10th assist as the Jazz lead goes back to 13. Barnhill quickly up the court. Ostertag challenging Ostertag. Ostertag forces Barnhill to pass it over to Lewis. Lewis with a difficult shot fires away. He misses. Rebounded by Ostertag. Quickly up the court. Carr with the ball. And he'll be fouled by Darden. Isley in for Stockton. As Carr will go to the free throw line. That's the third on Darden. Carr with his first. Thacker in for Barnhill. Carr makes the first, and he's good on both as they both tinkle the twine. 15-point lead now for the Jazz. As the Pacers bring the ball up the court to kick it into Daniels, and it is good as Daniels lays it up and in. Again, Jazz quickly up the court. Get it over to Morris. Morris shoots. He misses, but Carr with the offensive rebound kicks it back up top to Isley, who's fouled by Lewis. Isley goes to the free throw line for his first as Barnhill comes in for Lewis, who's going to the bench with four fouls. Lewis, Isley good on the first and the second as Brown brings it up the court for the Pacers. He'll turn the ball over. Isley with the ball for the Jazz commits the offensive foul as Barnhill steps in and takes the charge. Pacers quickly up court, kick it into Darden in the post. Darden foolishly steps back, tries a three-pointer, and it is good. It may be foolish to me, but not to Darden as he hits the bottom of the net for his 9th point. And they will back into the full court press. Thacker going for the steal. He does not get it. As Isley brings it up the court, kicks it over to Ostertag into post, and it is good. Give the assist to Isley, and Ostertag's good for his 18th point on 7 of 9 shooting. Picking up the slack for Malone, who was ejected into second. Tom Thacker with the ball for the Pacers. And he'll turn it over. Russell in for Morris. Pacers bring the ball up. Kick it into Carr, into post. Being guarded by Darden. And it's good by Carr, who has his 17th point. Ostertag and Carr picking up the slack. Give Isley a second assist. Roger Brown bringing the ball up the court. Being guarded by Russell. He shoots, misses. Rebounded by Ostertag. Russell bringing it up for the Jazz. And he will turn it over as Foster comes in for Ostertag, who goes and takes a breather. Pacers bringing it up. Again, kick it into Daniels. Daniels turns it over as it glances off his hands and out of bounds as Hornacek comes in for Anderson. Hornacek with the ball. Being guarded by Thacker. He shoots, misses, rebounded by Ollie Darden of the Pacers, who quickly kicks it up to Tom Thacker. Being guarded by Hornacek, forces it out of Thacker's hands, but back to Thacker, who's challenging it, who's going into the lane, challenging Foster into post. Foster blocks it back into Thacker's hands. Thacker being challenged by Hornacek. He will miss. Rare play. Isley twists his ankle as he lands, and he'll be fatigued for the rest of the game. That'll bring Stockton back in as Utah takes the timeout. Jazz inbound the ball, kick it into Foster, into post, challenging Daniels. He shoots, he misses, rebounded by Mel Daniels, who kicks it up to the point guard Barnhill. Barnhill fires away the three-pointer. He misses again, his 0 for 5, but offensive rebound Daniels. He knew it wasn't going in. Hit the boards heavily. Kicks it over to Darden. Darden shoots, misses, rebounded by Russell. As the Jazz bring it up the court, they kick it into Foster in the post. Foster against Daniels. Shoots and scores. Give the assist to John Stockton. Minute 12 to go in the third. Jazz up by 18 on the Pacers. Barnhill with the ball. Again, he'll fire away from 3. This time good. He's 1 for 6 now. Give the assist to Brown. Jazz quickly up the court. Kick it in to Foster. Foster again against Daniels. Shoots. Fouled by Daniels. That's Daniels' 4th as Foster goes to the free throw line. Miller will come in at power forward as Darden moves over to center as Daniels goes to the bench. Foster, no good on the first. Good on the second. Roger Brown bringing the ball up the court. Shoots, scores, fouled by Russell. Brown going to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play, and it is good, cutting into the lead that it's now a 13-point Jazz lead with 46 ticks to go in the third quarter. Brian Russell with the ball. Kicks it over to Hornacek, being guarded by Thacker. He shoots, he scores, his 12th. Roger Brown again bringing it up for the Pacers. Being guarded by Russell. He shoots, he scores. Give Thacker the assist. Brown's 15th point. 24 seconds to go in the third. Brian Russell bringing it up the court. Rises up for the three-point attempt, and he misses. Rebounded by Darden as it bounces long. They bring the ball up the court and kick it into Darden in the post. He shoots, he misses. Rebounded by Antoine Carr. 8 seconds to go. Brian Russell with the ball. Being guarded by Brown. And he shoots, he scores. Gives the assist to Greg Foster. 2 seconds to go. Barnhill with the ball. And he turns it over. And that'll end the third with the Jazz up 92-77. Let's take a quick look at the recap after the third. Ostertag now with 18 points and 9 rebounds, who's playing well as Malone is no longer in the game. Stockton with 11 assists. Brown with 15 points. Daniels now leading in rebounds for the Pacers, and Brown with assists. The Jazz are still shooting lights out at almost 58%. The Pacers have cooled to 44%. Free throw shooting is about even. Neither team's shooting well from the three-point line. I don't know, Pacers 33%, that's not too bad. The assist disparage against the assist is one of the bigger things, the problem in this game. You got 29 assists to 17. 10 steals for the Pacers is a good stat, but this 37 to 25 rebounding, I really didn't expect. I thought the Pacers would be rebounding better, but the Jazz have been hitting the rebounds hard as they lead 92-7 to 77 as we go to the fourth to close this game out. Nedelicki will move in at center as Darden moves over to power forward. So on the court for the fourth, for the Jazz, Stockton, Hornacek, Russell, Carr, and Foster. For the Pacers, Lewis, Thacker, Brown, Darden, and Nedelicki. As Jazz bring it up, they kick it into Carr in the post, and it is good for his 19th point on 7 of 9 for shooting, as he and Ostertag battle for the scoring lead. Give the assist to Stockton. Up the court quickly for the Pacers. Kick it into Nedelicki. Nedelicki challenging Foster. He shoots, he scores, his 10th point. Again, quickly up the court, the Jazz kick it in to Carr. Nedelicki steps over and blocks Carr's shot into the hands of Darden. Quickly up the court, they kick it on the wing to Brown. Brown shoots, scores, give the assist to Thacker. Hornacek now with the ball for the Jazz. Gets the assist from Stockton as Hornacek gets his 14th point with the jump shot on the wing. As Roger Brown now with the ball for Indiana. Shoots, scores, give the assist to Darden with the cutting pass to Brown. That's Brown's 19th point. Jeff Hornacek again with the ball for the Jazz. Kicks it over to Stockton. And it is good as Stockton rose up, shot the jumper, and is fouled by Lewis. Give the assist to Hornacek. Stockton to the free throw line as Keller comes in for Lewis. As Lewis has 5 fouls. Stockton is good on the free throw as Keller now has the ball for the Pacers. He shoots, he misses. Rebounded by Adam Keefe, who is now in the game for the first time for the Jazz, who swings it up to Stockton. Stockton being challenged by Keller. He shoots, scores, as Russell is credited with the assist. Stockton's 10th point. As Roger Brown brings the ball up the court for the Pacers, being guarded by Russell, Brown takes a tough shot, and it is good, as Russell was hanging all over him. Jazz quickly bring the ball up court. Foster, being guarded by Nedelicki, gets it out of Foster's hand over to Hornacek. Hornacek, being guarded by Thacker, will swing it out to Stockton, who swings it back into Foster for his 5th point and Stockton's 14th assist, as Roger Brown brings the ball up the court for the Pacers. And they will call timeout, as Miller comes in for Brown, and Nedelicki will come in for Darden, or move over to power forward as Daniels comes back in at center. Jay Miller now with the ball for the Pacers, being guarded by Russell, and he shoots and scores. Give the assist to Tom Thacker, as Jeff Hornacek is bringing the ball up the court. He shoots, misses, but it's rebounded by Russell. Offensive rebound. He swings it back to Stockton on the perimeter. Stockton scores. Give the assist to Keefe, who somehow got in that offensive triangle there. Ismail Daniels now has the ball for the Pacers. He will shoot and be fouled by Foster. Daniels going to the free throw line. Good on the first and the second. Jazz quickly bring the ball up the court. Kick it into Keefe. Keefe over to Hornacek. Hornacek challenging Thacker. Thacker hoping to block his shot. He does, but he blocks it into Foster's hands. Foster with a follow-up shot. Nedelicki coming over, and Foster will be good on the follow-up of the block. Timeout, Indiana. Roger Brown in for Miller. 7:48 to go in this game. 18-point Utah Jazz lead as Roger Brown with the ball. He shoots, he misses. Rebounded by Ostertag. They quickly get the ball up the court. Get it into Keefe, into post. Challenging Nedelicki. He shoots and scores his first basket of the game, as Billy Keller now brings the ball up for the Pacers. He will shoot and score after the assist from Thacker. Good give and go between Thacker and Keller. Got Stockton reaching as Keller hits the shot. Keller to the free throw line will be good for the 3-point play. Jazz quickly up the court. Hornacek with the ball, going into the post, challenging Daniels. He shoots, he misses. Rebounded by Daniels, who quickly gets it over to Brown. Brown, again, he's going in, challenging Ostertag, and he shoots and misses. Rebounded by Thacker. Hornacek, possible foul. He does. He fouls Thacker as Thacker tried to follow the rebound. Thacker to the free throw line. He'll miss the first, and good on the second. With 6:48 to go, we have a Utah Jazz 109-93 lead on the Pacers. Jazz quickly up the court. Get it to Russell. Russell, as Daniels closes in on Russell, he blocks the shot, but he blocks it out of bounds. Jazz ball. Great block by Daniels, but it would have been better if he could have controlled it and maintained the possession instead of sending it into the third row, as Jeff Hornacek now has the ball for the Jazz. He will rise up and shoot and be fouled by Barnhill. Hornacek to the free throw line. Good on the first. Takes the second, and he's good on both. Ismail Daniels now has the ball for the Pacers, bringing it up the court into Daniels. Ostertag steps over, steals the ball from Daniels, kicks it up to Stockton. Barnhill attempting to steal. He does not, as Stockton kicks it over to Russell. Russell, again, they're trying for the steals. Hornacek now with the ball. Kicks it over to Stockton, and Stockton rises up with a wide open jumper as Hornacek gets his 7th assist. Nedelicki now with the ball for the Pacers. He shoots, he misses. Rebounded by Russell. Russell quickly up the court. Rises up. Three-pointer. And it is good as Russell races up the court. Rises up beyond the three-point line and knocks it home for his 16th point. As the Pacers bring the ball up the court quickly, they kick it into Daniels. And Daniels off his foot and out of bounds for his 5th turnover. As Hornacek now has the ball for the for the Jazz. Barnhill stepping in, and he steals it, his 3rd steal, and they're off on the fast break. And Nedelicki running the court well, slams it home for his 12th point. As Adam Keefe did not get back on defense. As Hornacek brings the ball up court, they kick it into Keefe. And he'll be fouled by Nedelicki. That'll be Nedelicki's 5th as Keefe goes to the free throw line. Ollie Darden in for Nedelicki. Keefe is good on the first. And on the second, as the second rolls around the rim and in. Mel Daniels with the ball and the action for the Pacers. And he'll turn it over again, his 6th turnover. This has not been a great game for Mel Daniels. Jazz quickly up the court, kick it into Ostertag. Ostertag shoots, misses. Daniels gets the rebound, his 10th. Barnhill now with the ball for the Pacers. Keefe looking to get the steal, and he does as he picks the pocket of Barnhill. They quickly get the ball up the court. Keefe with the ball, shoots and scores as Stockton kicks it into Keefe in the post for his 6th point and Stockton's 15th assist. Billy Keller now with the ball for the Pacers. He'll attempt a three-pointer, and he misses. Rebounded by Russell. As this game is now getting out of hand as the Jazz have extended their lead to 25 as the Pacers have gone stone cold. Miller in for Darden. The Jazz with the timeout. They're pressuring Morris, who kicks it over to Shandon Anderson. Anderson, being guarded by Keller, puts up the shot, and it is good. Give the assist to Russell. Keller now with the ball, bringing it up the court. Fires a low percentage shot. He misses it. Rebounded by Keefe. As they quickly bring the ball up the court, kick it into Ostertag. Daniels with the steal, and the Pacers call timeout. And Foster will come in for Ostertag. Thacker in for Barnhill. Jazz hoping to close this game out quickly as the Pacers bring the ball up. Brown over to Thacker. Thacker being guarded by Russell. Swings it over to Keller. Keller shoots, misses. Rebounded by Russell. The Jazz take a timeout. Inbounded to Russell. Russell again rises up for a three-pointer, and he misses this time as Miller gets the rebound. The Pacers off on a fast break, but good transition defense by the Jazz. Hold up that break as they kick the ball into Daniels. Daniels over to Brown. Brown with the low percentage shot, misses. Rebounded Russell, and another timeout by the Jazz, which don't know why you would call a timeout. Darden in for Miller. Shandon Anderson with the action for the Jazz is fouled by Keller. Again, Anderson with the ball. He'll try a three-pointer. Anderson rises up and misses. Rebounded by Daniels. Daniels rewarded for the rebound. Gets the ball in the post. He shoots. He misses. A loose ball foul on Foster. Then again, we'll kick the ball into Daniels with only a minute to go in this game. All but over. Foster guarding Daniels. Daniels good on the shot for his 17th. Give the assist to Brown. Brian Russell bringing it up for the Jazz. He shoots, misses. Rebounded by Darden. Darden over to Brown. Morris will foul Brown. Why are you fouling with 46 seconds and you got a huge lead? You got a 25-point lead. Brown to the free throw line as Miller and Darden come in. good on the first and the second. Jazz bring the ball up, kick it into Carr. Carr over to Morris. And Morris is good on the shot as it rolls around the rim and in. Carr with the assist. 32 seconds to go. Jazz with a 25-point lead as Shannon Anderson covering Keller. Keller up and scores his 5th point. Give the assist to Thacker. Jazz bring it up. Morris with the ball, and he'll be fouled by Brown. Morris to the free throw line. Misses on the first. Good on the second. 24-point lead for the Jazz as Brown brings it up. He shoots. He misses. Utah gets the rebound. Pressuring Russell. Will he turn it over? No, he just passes it into Carr. 2 seconds to go. Carr shoots and scores his 21st point. And that is our game. Turned into a blowout by the Jazz. 127 to 101. Let's take a quick look at our stats. As Karl Malone went out in the second quarter, he was ejected, but Antoine Carr picked up the slack, scoring 21 points. Russell led in rebounds and Stockton with assists. Brown led in scoring for the Pacers with 23 and 7 assists, and rebounds were led by Mel Daniels. Jazz ended up shooting almost 59% to the 44% of the Pacers. The assist ratio was disparaging. They out-rebounded them by, 14? Jazz just outplayed the Pacers. Let's look at the box score. Malone was 6 for 11. Malone went out with 16 points with almost half of the second quarter to go. But you can see Ostertag and Carr both picked up the slack. Carr with 21 points, Ostertag with 18. And both of them, especially Ostertag, with 10 rebounds. Russell with 11 rebounds. Picked up the slack for the Jazz as you can see fast break points. Actually, amazingly, the Jazz were 10 for 10 on their fast break opportunities. The Pacers were 10 for 16. Just an all-around better game, and then that fourth quarter told the difference too. I always want to see what the shooting percentage in the fourth. Well, 47. That was a little bit better. Just checking some stats here. Yeah, I mean, when you're shooting 61%. Yeah, it wasn't the defense wasn't great for the Pacers, as that is our game. And as you can see, that'll close out the losers bracket for the first round. Interestingly enough, when I played the game, the Denver Nuggets when I played it, the Nuggets wore out Kentucky. But at the very end of the game froze up. And when I come back, it's like I hadn't played it at all. And then I just hit autoplay because I didn't want to play it again. And the Colonels won. So the Colonels are going to be going forward. That's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. And the next set of games we're going to be playing is going to be in the winners bracket, where we're going to see the 95-96 Sonics against the 99-2000 Lakers. 88-89 Detroit Pistons, the bad boys, against the Chicago Bulls of 95-96, led by Jordan. I'm looking forward to that one. The 92-93 Phoenix Suns, led by Charles Barkley, against the Magic Johnson Showtime Lakers of 86-87. Then the 88-89 Cleveland Cavaliers, led by Brad Daugherty, and who else was on that team? Who was the little point guard there? Played at Georgia Tech. Can't remember his name right off the top of my head. Mark Price, that's it. And then the 93-94 Hakeem Olajuwon-led Rockets. So that'll be the winner's bracket. So that'll be our next games in this best of the best tournament. I hope you'll come and join me. Thanks again. I didn't get anybody here for live. Hopefully I'll get some people later.